This is hummingbird sage. This is a California native, and it produces these long flower spikes like that. That's from last year. I just wanted to leave it so you could see it, but I have it, and it tends to spread itself around. It takes a little while to naturalize. It is a California native. So yeah, there's a cluster of 3 there, and then there's a couple here on the edges, and then there's a whole group right there. And then let me get past the euphorbia here, because I think there's more. Yeah, so then there's more over here by my compost area. A couple more. Yeah, and it's a spectacular one, and it brings in the hummingbirds. So, there's my calla lilies putting up a spike. This is also a California native. That's winter flowering currant. It has dark branches, and it blooms on before it leaves out, so it's spectacular, and I will film that when it's in that stage at some point. So let's see. So this is my Fuji apple. It's just about done producing. There's still a few apples on it. And the mandarin is really coloring up. It's getting a lot of fruit this year. I did fertilize it. Yep, that helps. And then I have my gray water from my laundry comes out and is on a hose that goes straight to this tree. So it gets a good amount of water at least once a week. So I would say it's about 5.5 feet tall. A little wider than that too, so it's really going to have a good harvest. So I have a smaller one in the front in a pot, and I will show you that also. So this is my goldenrod, and I pretty much do leave these fronds on here for the winter shelter for the pollinators to have little condo areas. So, anyway, let's see what is new here. So I did just propagate a bunch of elderberry. Just got those in there, and then also a couple of pomegranates there. So I'm gonna go. Let's go. Okay, well, I'm in front of the persimmon, and I just harvested the rest of the persimmons a few days back, and that's going to be posted, and it came in at a whopping 70 pounds. Oh my God. Yeah. So this is one of my favorite plants. I use the foliage for flower arrangements. Really great. It does have hot pink flowers that I really don't use. Don't care for those. Okay, so as you can see, the leaf litter is everywhere. It's full on fall here. And then over here by the orchard ladder, yeah, we made a big mess. Actually, we cleaned up a lot of it, but yeah, so, and then I'm gonna harvest a whole bunch of the Asian pears. I'm gonna be juicing those. Okay, let's go this way. Just walk around this way. Here's some yacon that I have in a pot. I'm going to put that in the ground because I'm going to be harvesting the other plot of yacon that I have. And I did make a video on the yacon. Yacon is a great plant, and it's a food forest plant too. So it does feed you every year. And what we got here? Okay, these are my blueberries. They're not doing their thing yet. This is a cherry tree. It's gonna have, looks like it's gonna have a good harvest next season. Lots of buds in here, so yeah, that'll be great. I love cherries. Okay, so I'm going to pan around the yard here. Oh, there's one branch of persimmon still over there. Oh boy. Okay, well, let's look at the persimmon tree. So way up there, what I decided to do was leave I always do this, I leave the very, very top fruit up there for the birds. And I did harvest everything that I could reach on my ladder, and a friend was helping me, and we ended up with just under 70 pounds of persimmons. It's crazy. Yeah, so I'm going to be dehydrating those, and I'll do a video about that. But okay, so this is my Mystic Spires. I love that one. That's a Salvia leucantha. And look at this this bed we put in. I put this bed in like 3 months ago, maybe a little longer, but this is great. So this is foxglove, not blooming, obviously. And that looks like goldenrod. Yeah, that's definitely goldenrod. Got a lot of nasturtiums. So it's good because I wasn't sure if the seed was still viable. But that's great because I can put that in my salads. Got a giant mullein plant here. Looks like chickweed. Not blooming yet, but that'll be good in salads too. Yeah, so this bed's great. It's looking good, and I'm happy with the way that turned out. Got a little peach tree here. Yeah, so this is the next big task, is going to be getting up there and getting a lot more of these Asian pears. And I need to get them before it gets too cold because they will lose their sweetness. So I'm probably going to do that this weekend. Yeah, and I already have a good batch of those in the house, and I will be juicing those. So I'm going to try it with this, just to juice them whole and see how that tastes. After I taste that, then if it doesn't taste, I don't know. So then, yeah, because I think there's seeds in there. I'm not sure. I don't remember with the Asian pears. There must be seeds in there, but anyway. Okay. So yeah, it's still, things are still green, but it's also looking kind of messy on the paths and stuff. It's okay. I leave it like that for a while. In some areas, I leave it for almost the end of winter just because of the shelter for pollinators and stuff like that. So I put out little dishes of water, rocks and stuff, so pollinators can get some food and water. Okay, so I am going to zip over around to the front because there's a few things to show. This is a really important one to leave for the pollinators too, because once this dries out and when we're in full-on winter, that's home for them. And it's really got its fall color.